What's good, everybody? I'm Jerry. About to check out the Many Lives of Snoop Dogg. This video is about Spider Loc Black Box. The Many Lives of Snoop Dogg will have to be when dealing with stories about Tupac. How he lied about how he organized bringing Tupac in to death row when it was his wife Keisha Morris who called Suge and asked Suge to sign Tupac, or orchestrated a meeting for Suge to sign Tupac. Snoop lied about being there when Tupac and Nas had their meeting at Central Park a couple days before Tupac got killed, amongst other things, man. So we about to hop into this video and see the many lies of Snoop Dogg, because I want to know what's going on and why did he lie. So we about to hop into the video. Check out Spider Loc's analysis on the many lies of Snoop Dogg. Let's go.
The Many Lies of Snoop Dogg was the title of the video as I was sliding through the YouTube streets. So I figured you was like me, might want to be reminded of a few, but put up on some we may not even know about.
Absolutely.
So with no further ado, we finna see what they say. Snoop D.O. double Jizzle G. Been up to.
When we was in New York for the MTV Awards, and
first of all, Snoop wasn't even next to us when that happened.
Because it was actually a good thing. Like, why take something negative, positive, and make it, and just gotta put that dirt on it?
That's insane.
it's the truth.
That didn't happen.
That ain't even helping, you know. He ain't right.
And then I seen the video yesterday where Snoop, well, no, it was a guy talking about how Snoop went on the radio. Before he went on the radio, he told Tupac to make sure he listened in, because he was gonna talk so much stuff about Biggie and Puffy and everything. So when this nigga got on the radio, he claimed that was his homeboys, that he had no problem with them, and that right there led to Tupac and Snoop falling out days before Pac got shot in Vegas.
Cool with me, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm the peacemaker. I'm the one that's showing love.
But that's not how it went, because they was all together. They was doing diss records against Biggie and Puffy.
I said, I'm cool with him. I want to do some music with him.
And you're fat, you're black, you're whack, your style is toe up, plus you got one dead eye.
I believe very little that what Snoop say.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the out of one of you. Uncle Tom doing. Which one of you gonna do it first?
One of the biggest contradictions known in hip hop period right here. This is crazy work.
Ego double G.
Well, that lying to you.
You better check yourself or you wreck yourself.
Ego double G.
Well, that lying to you.
Snoop live #1, Tupac versus Nas situation.
When we was in New York for the MTV Awards, and
First of all, Snoop wasn't even next to us when that happened.
I don't recall Snoop being there.
and Pac had seen Nas in the park, and him and Nas had words, but Nas didn't want none. But Nas had 100 niggas with guns.
Right.
So listen to what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
By me saying he didn't want none didn't mean he didn't punk out. It mean he just didn't want to
Go there.
all the way there, because we was in New York in Central Park with 100 goons from New York circle us.
From Nas' crew, he said that they started circling around Tupac, and Tupac didn't notice. He's lying.
It definitely wasn't the way Snoop said it. Once again, I don't know why he keep putting his spin on it. You know what I mean? It's you know, I wish somebody can ask him that, like, bruh.
Why not just keep it a Google, man? Why lie? Because you're not proud of the way you perform.
You said this, but other people, why are you putting that spin on it?
Well, that was
How you see that? He wasn't there.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, good point.
How you see that? He wasn't there.
Pac didn't even see them. I did, because I got a gangbang mentality. I seen when they started circling and putting their hands in their pockets while Pac is in this nigga ear telling him, nigga, I made a song, nigga. dissing you.
You with Pac, see, because he got a gangbang mentality. Big to my nigga from Hoover walked up on him in his hood, fired on him, and he ran. Where was your gangbang mentality then, man? If you all knock it off.
Jay-Z, Biggie, and motherfucker. And I ain't got no problem with you, Pac. All right, nigga. Well, if you ain't got no problems with me, nigga, when this song come out, you better not say a motherfucking word.
The situation didn't go down nothing the way Snoop said it.
It's crazy.
You know, Pac wasn't cursing out Nas. We gonna keep it 100. You know what I mean? Pac wasn't disrespecting Nas at all. You know, I know Snoop said Pac punked Nas and then went to Snoop said, "You see how I got these New York dudes?" None of that happened, bro. It was a respect. It was a mutual respect thing.
To me, I think they handle it like men. Because at any given time, if
Somebody did the wrong thing.
it got bad in there, but they handle it like men. He said what he said. He said what he said. They shook hands, hugged. Spent off. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew damn well.
Ask yourself, what make more sense? None of us was there, but what make more sense?
It wasn't like that.
And Pac walked off. To me, he's like, yeah, nigga. And whooped her. I'm like, all right.
So nigga, you have no idea.
No clue.
We was deep with 30. The Jersey dudes, 30, 40 dudes probably alone from my neighborhood. And then you got Gaddafi, Fatal, Noblehood. They was there deep. We was strapped up. You know what I mean? We in New York. You got to realize when you out of town, bro, you can never be more deep than the people from their own state. But still, it was a mutual thing. Nobody was backing down. Nas was deep. You know, he had all his homies there.
Unless you down with a click like G on it, because I'd have been deep in New York. Oh, my mama.
It was deep. We also had dudes from LA, from Compton. Then we had armed security there. We was armed ourselves. You know what I mean? We was strapped up ourselves. But of course, when you're in New York, Nas, I'm sure his boys are strapped up. You know, so when Pac and Nas met each other, it was nobody talking disrespect from both sides. Maybe the people behind Nas and the people behind Pac was mean mugging, saying certain things, but Pac and Nas handled it like real gentlemen, real, you know what I mean, real respectful. It wasn't like Snoop said that Pac was like, to Nas, I do this and do, it was none of that. Once again, bro, we was wild Jersey dudes. You know what I mean? We understand threats. Pac understand threat. We would have did whatever it takes to be protected, protect ourselves. You know what I mean? So once again, none of that is true, bro. Because it was actually a good thing. Like, why take something negative, positive, and make it, and just gotta put that dirt on it?
That's insane.
It's the truth.
That didn't happen.
It wasn't like Snoop said.
So Snoop, was he looking at least from a distance, or he just was nowhere? I didn't see him.
I don't remember Snoop being there. Definitely, I don't remember Snoop being there at all.
Snoop was nowhere to be found. Nowhere.
Man, do you think it was two incidents and Snoop just getting them mixed up? You think he really made it up? Or you think he repeating what he heard?
He definitely repeating what he heard.
Think we know about
He was not there.
Was he way in the back watching? And that's why he quite can't judge the temperature.
Probably rolled past or something, but he wasn't there.
I'm just wondering.
Somebody told him what happened.
And these are certain things
Put a
that I've been
certain spin
holding
on
on to because they've never been asked.
Right.
But, you know, it's appropriate now to speak on it because it's like this is the right time to say it so motherfucker can know the intricacies of what that relationship was.
And everything he said, it shows that he wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like, once again, he's putting this, he's doing this agenda with making it seem like Pac is just this, like the stuff that he said would make you think like, did Pac even have a brain? You know what I mean? Like, and it seemed like it's just a sly way to keep putting Pac down. Yeah, Nas also corrected and said that didn't happen. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nas.
I heard Snoop told the story a few times, but he had it wrong.
I wonder if Snoop ever gonna have the courage of man to be a man to come out and say I had it wrong.
Snoop had it wrong. Snoop in the Dog Pound was jealous of Tupac. Before Pac got on the label, Snoop was number one. He was the number one artist on the Death Row label. He got into some legal trouble, and until Pac got on the label, Snoop was still in the legal issue with that murder case. He beat it. He eventually beat it. Pac was doing everything on. He was recording He has a crazy work ethic that he brought to Death Row. He was doing movies. He was doing everything. And Snoop felt threatened by Pac's success. That's all it was. That's all it was. He felt threatened by Tupac's success.
Had memories.
He won't never admit it, though.
To somebody else that was there.
And I'm a big Tupac fan, and I love Snoop Dogg as well. But Snoop was definitely threatened by Tupac's success.
Pac, he was upset. He was definitely upset because Snoop was he loved Snoop, man. And we was sitting in the limo.
Young Noble.
I don't know, we was about to go somewhere or what, but we was sitting in front of the hotel in the limo we was in, and it was on the radio.
You were on my show, and even though I know my intentions were good, I always felt just really bad about how your relationship with Pac ended.
Yeah. You said, so how do you feel about Puffy and Biggie? Because they was East Coast.
And mind you, he said he got a gangbang mentality. So the way you answer this question is supposed to be easy. Gangbang one-on-one. It's you slipping in and out of that mentality when you choose.
And I'm the West Side. I said, I'm cool with him. I want to do some music with him.
And you're fat, you're black, you're whack, your style is toe up, plus you got one dead eye.
I want to work with him because I thought they was dope. I thought that they were in competition. They were friends.
That nigga ain't even helping, you know. And he ain't right. He trying to be cool with them, you know what I'm saying? So he was a little upset over that shit.
You know, Pac listening to the radio, and he hears Snoop like, these my homeboys, talking about, you know, Puffy and Bad Boy and stuff like that. And that's okay if that was really the reality.
Wasn't Big out in California 3-4 weeks, and Snoop never saw him? Snoop never came to smoke nothing with him. Snoop never came to eat nothing with him. But it was a whole lot of love. Come on, man. Just don't add up.
When Snoop got on the radio, it was like, man, these my homeboys. But just a couple weeks before that, you was in the studio doing diss records against Biggie.
Nigga, don't say shit, cause I already said I be on the red eye. You're fat, you're black, you're whack, your style is toe up, plus you got one dead eye.
Pac wasn't the type of person who tried to bully Snoop like, no, my beef is your beef. It just hurt him when he like, bro, but you were just in the studio with me doing diss records. You was just, you know, riding with me and saying you would.
It ain't sucker shit. You a sucker if you don't say that sucker shit.
You know what I mean? But now,
Biggie Smalls, he's an artist that I listen to his music. I love his work. There's no beef. It's nothing personal. I don't hate him and I don't disrespect him, and I love what he do. You're fat, you're black, you're whack, your style is toe up, plus you got one dead eye.
I'm so gangster, I could come to your hotel room by myself in Atlanta, but in California, I can't come and see you? All right.
You know, these people shot at Snoop in New York. You know what I mean? Snoop went back, did diss records. So that really, you know what I mean? Because when you listen to these interviews, it would make it seem like Pac was just going at everybody and trying to instigate Snoop to be part of this, but that's not how it was, because they was all together. They was doing diss records against Biggie and Puffy.
I believe very little that what Snoop say.
But to make it seem like you had nothing to do with none of this, that's when it comes to be kind of strange and weird. You know what I mean?
If Pac was mad at him, he had every right to be mad at him, because the enemy of my enemy, I consider my friend. The friend of my enemy, I consider my enemy.
And you know what I mean? But you can't erase history, bro. You was part of the drama. You know what I mean? You was part of you was pumping up Pac as well. So when you went and played that song about you dissing Biggie, Pac was hype. So when you make it seem like Pac was the only one dissing people, bro, you was part of pumping Pac up to diss East Coast artists. When you was coming to him saying, Pac, listen to this song I just did, I dissed Biggie, you was part of, all of you guys all of us guilty.
He changes with the weather. You understand? He changed the story with the weather. He changed the story about Nas. He changed the story about, you understand? You can't believe when people just always got a different story for and it don't relate to what actually is going on. You can't believe that, bro. I don't. I heard what Biggie said in the studio. Man, this dude keep trying to call me. I heard he in Miami.
Wow.
What he calling me for? So I thought he thought Snoop was trying to line him up.
If I'm your boy and we together, then all of a sudden you get to another coast, and then you on the radio like, nah, man, these my homies. I think it just messed Pac up. Pac was looking at it like, wait a minute, bro. You wasn't just saying that in L.A.
You know, I'm the peacemaker. I'm the one that's showing love. I'm the one that's out here wishing that I could have did something to put this together. You know, when everybody else is dead.
Number 3, hit 'em up situation.
Even when he played Hit 'Em Up the song, I didn't like the song.
Did you feel like it was
I didn't
too
like
much?
it. You're buying more problems, cuz. Like, you're buying problems. Gangsters is everywhere. They make them everywhere. What I did.
He was dissing Luke and Tim Dog. It was cool. Eazy-E, BG Knockout, Trace to the Gangster. Man, this nigga's a hypocrite, hell. Keyway.
Clash with him on was the Hit 'Em Up song. When he played it for me, I was like, cuz, I ain't really feeling that, cuz.
Snoop's a motherfucking lie.
A hater. That motherfucker was so hard. Now you ain't feeling it because you could never make nobody feeling that you had an intimidating presence like that. That's why.
Why you say that, Reddy? How can you call that man a liar? Look at him on the stage at the House of Blues. Look at him. What song was he talking about? What was he talking about? What was he leading into? Look at it. Look at that footage. Look at Tupac. Look at Snoop on the stage at the House of Blues. What he doing? He over there laughing at that song. That's a bad idea.
If you didn't like that song, you wasn't West Coast, LA, none of that. Oh, my mama. I remember the first time I heard it. Fresh out, I think it was like 7-6 day. I was fresh out, cut the park, I'm like, just playing the outskirts, cuz I remember I was standing right by the DJ speaker. That shit came on, swaff. That shit played through, cuz I walked over to the DJ, hey, cuz, play that shit again. Oh, my mama.
With that, yeah. But then when I go and perform it, it's the funniest thing you ever heard in your life. It appear the way you over there laughing on the side of the stage. And he trying to rewrite history every chance he get.
It seems like what he doing. Trump situation.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for Donald Trump, huh? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the out of one of you. Uncle Tom doing. Which one of you gonna do it first? My mother. Rose, man, you playing to win tonight, man. Real crip up in the crypto ball. For all the hate, I'ma answer with love. Y'all can't hate enough on me. I love too much. We gotta learn to pick each other up instead of putting each other down. All out. Till you ball out. Or till you fall out. We agree to disagree a lot, and it ain't always on the same page. That's what we great at as black people. We great at tearing each other down. You could be up one minute and they'll try to pull you down the next.
Our bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks though, right? Man, this nigga here crazy.
Ego double G.
Well, the lie to you.
You better check yourself or you wreck yourself. Ego double G.
Well, the lie to you.
Yo, boy, wasn't no friend to Tupac, wasn't no loyalty in that. Snake behavior, bro. It's crazy. But if you go back to my...
Out of jealousy, he definitely hated on Tupac for sure. Like I said, Snoop was number 1 before Tupac got out of jail and joined Death Row. Once Pac came in, Snoop was pretty much an afterthought because he was dealing with his legal stuff. And Pac was the new number 1 guy. Everything Pac wanted, Suge gave to him. Suge and Pac had a closer relationship than Snoop and Suge had. And I feel like certain successes that Pac was getting, Snoop felt threatened by. Certain women that Pac was getting, Snoop had, and Pac took from him. Like, I think of Sally Richardson. Pac ended up taking Sally Richardson from Snoop. So Snoop always had this thing. He didn't want to really just listen or follow plans and ideas that Pac had. So it was definitely jealousy going around in Death Row at that time, and Snoop pretty much still showing it to this day. He hates the fact that Pac is still being brought up 30 years later. But overall, let me know what y'all thought of my reaction to this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.